Yeah, hello, my name is Audie Tyler. We used to have the Double R Ranch at Palmerston before Palmerston was built, and I am displaying my saddle collection here in Darwin at the Darwin Show. Okay, this saddle here is an American made by a guy called R.T. Frazier. This actual saddle was built in 1918. This is another R.T. Frazier built in 1920. This is my own personal saddle. As far as I'm concerned, if you got one of these, you got the best money can buy. Just beautiful for the horse, comfortable. This one here is a modern saddle, 1970. It's basically used for parade or show work. This saddle here, built in Denver, Colorado, is built in 1914, used by Hopalong Cassidy when he came to Australia, and built for the owner of King Ranch. This one down here is a Bates Pony Club saddle, 1970. We go over to this one here, is 1900, which they call an A-frame or A-fork saddle. The reason why I've got that displayed is to show that the old saddles were made out of wood and then bull hide covered. And they used to wet it and shrink it. Once it shrinks, it's hard as iron. Okay, this one here is US Cavalry, 1903. So this is a basic soldier saddle. The one down the bottom there is a modern copy of the US Cavalry, which they use for endurance riding, so you can still buy it brand new today. US Cavalry uniform, the American uniform, with your buckles, holsters and everything. Yes. Yeah. This little display down here is something I've just put together. I've got some of Roy Rogers' photos, miniature saddles and horses that I've picked up over time. The photos here are Darwin in 1973. This side is all Darwin. This side is in Cairns. And these two ladies here, the one in blue is my sister, who was the Mariba Rodeo Queen. The other one was a friend of hers. She got second. This saddle here is made in Mexico. Not sure of the date of this one, but 1900s. This is a military saddle from Argentina, used by one of the guards to the president of Argentina. And it's actually made out of pig leather.
And the brass?
All brass. It means it's officers. The officer always had the brass. This one here is from Mongolia. It was actually used in the movie, The Mongols. This one here is from Ecuador. And this one here is from Peru. This one here is from Argentina. It's a cowboy saddle from Argentina. All the metal you see is solid silver. This one here is Spanish. Then we go over to Australian light horse. And then this one here is an Australian made one by this bloke down here, by a bloke called Bernie Lawrence, who had a saddlery shop in Mariba in Queensland. This is a treeless saddle from India, which means it's got no wooden tree, it's all material. These three here I've lined up to show people what a roping saddle is. A lot of people sell saddles and they're not actually roping saddles. So this one in the middle is a competition roping saddle. The way you can tell a roping saddle is the back cinch or girth has canvas webbing going across the back of the saddle to stop the saddle from lifting when you catch the beast. If you used one of these saddles, the D would snap right off because it's just sewn to the leatherwork. not reinforced. That's about it. $50,000.
Yeah.
$160,000.
That's
It was a military saddle from Argentina, officer saddle, used by one of the guards to the president. Cowboy saddle from Argentina. All solid silver. We keep these in the bank because people were stealing all the silver content. Mongolia, used in the movie The Mongols. Ecuador, this is actually made for a horse called Pasapino. A lot of countries to make certain types of silver back shape.
So you're passionate about the collection, or how did you get into it?
Horses. I've been riding it
Led you to this?
when I was this age, teaching people. I fix horses up with people problems because usually it's the person doing something wrong, not the horse. And the horse will tell you by just watching him, looking at him. I've had horses where one horse that I'm really proud of, I saved, they were going to shoot it because nobody could ride it. They had some expert from Perth that flew in and mucked around with the horse's back and it fell down on the ground. So he turned around and said, the horse is no good, it'll never be ridden. And my mate happened to be there when he heard all this, and he ran down to my stable and he said, look, you know that horse you like? They're going to destroy it. I said, what? So I went up there. I said, look, I'll buy the horse off you. Oh, what do you want it for? I said, look, here's $1,000. I'll give you, that's more than what the knackeries give. And so I bought it. You should have seen the look on their face. 2 weeks later, I rode past them. On that, one of the nicest horses I ever rode.
I'm so glad you did that.
So,
I love horses.
but yeah,
I love them.
I actually brought the horse to Darwin, and yeah, it was a beautiful bloody animal.
There's a lot of therapy.
Girl, but this one here is exactly same as made by an American Yes, exactly the same as a
Pretty quiet out there, maybe the next couple of days.
Oh, tomorrow.
The way you get that.
Started here the day before getting Bolton's.
Beautiful, thank you.